Hello people of the web and welcome back to the Lyfcraft server, Season 2, obviously. Now, this isn't where I was intending on starting the episode. I was exporting episode 7 yesterday and figured while I was waiting for it to export, I would do a bit of end raiding because I saw Enigma and Truck Pipe in the end. I figured, that looks like fun. I could do that as a chilled thing for while it's exporting. And I got out 20,000 blocks. And then they both died about halfway between me and the 0-0. So I stopped what I was doing, headed back to them, rescued the stuff, and went past like 4 or 5 end cities, which I haven't raided yet, but I have the coordinates for. So I want to get this done in time to stream later with Karis. Unfortunately, with 1.16, you can no longer ninja log to make shulkers, not shulkers, Endermen no longer anger with you. However, as I'm on my own, all I have to do is disappear 100 blocks or so, and then they despawn. Part of the reason for definitely wanting to get this done now is because on the way home, I flew past like 4 or 5 ships, all with Elytra, and I'm running low on stock. Miss me. Ah. So some Elytra for the shop is definitely helpful, and when I already know the coordinates of these ships, I need to get this done so I can help Karis with her base. Elytra. And goodies. The weird thing is that I know exactly where these cities are, and because of that, I'm doing very little flying between them. Which means my Elytra is mending during this trip. I started with 70 durability. I'm up to 266. This will be the last city, and then I'll be looking for a gateway home. Let's just grab a few more shulkers. Shouldn't take long. And this is a good bit of evidence for why I argue that wearing Elytra whilst doing the raiding is a great idea. I've managed to fly out 20,000 blocks. My Elytra is fully mended. I haven't had to stop to kill Endermen. I've just killed the shulkers that come along the way. If you do it right, don't have to worry about your Elytra running out. And for the first time ever, I've done end raiding. I want to head home and can use a end gateway. Killing the dragon is very helpful. Just need to find one of those gateways. No. Not what I was looking for. But it'd be a shame not to just pop in, grab an extra set of wings. And of course, now that I want to find an exit, I keep finding cities and no gateways. I'm not even going to bother with that one yet. Screenshot taken, coords noted, and keep flying. I want to get home. Again? Okay. I am going to stop off and grab the Elytra. Just not going to bother with shulkers. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Nope, not fighting you. I said I'm not... Okay. Seeing as I'm stuck here. Take that. Ow. Haha! Found one! Which means if I'm really, really good at flying, even though I'm in... Aha! Oh. Okay. Quick status report. I gained 6 stacks of shulker... Well, 6.5 stacks of shulker shells. And a decent amount of Elytra. No, that one's less impressive. And seeing as I don't technically have a spare set, I'll make that my spare set. The rest can go in the shop. Oh, 7 stacks of shulker shells. Yes, I have a smug look on my face. Oops, I'm a moron. Remove that out. Rather than just smelting this stuff, I have a pick. I have 2 picks that need repairing. So if I go like that and like that, rather than putting stuff straight in... Oh, let's hold the right thing. I'll take this XP and then smelt it into iron nuggets. Yes, it would appear that I've gained practically nothing in XP, but for some strange reason, all of the XP likes sitting that side of the grindstone. It's a little bit better now. Yeah, that was worth doing. I mean, mostly mended. The nether is really unsafe. Trying to stand in a portal, a hoglin hits me, I fall down a hole, I nearly die. Every time I log on to the server, there seems to be significant progress on the hole, and I don't remember digging it. Karis has been busy, which is kind of handy because the thing I really want to sort out is a sorting system for my mob drops. Which is why I've started laying out a pathway here to figure out what I was doing and get an idea for things. And today is the first time in a while that I've been in creative mode, and I put something together to go in here. Ah, good old creative mode where you can fly around and do things and reminisce on cool builds, my flower shop, and a cat. This is what I'm thinking of. So an input chest for mob drops in case I have any that I've manually collected. And an item stream that goes up. Once they've gone up, they'll be carried across sorting system, which will be this, just mirrored on the other side as well. And we've got overflow protection, which means, hang on a second, we've got a silo for stuff. So if this is, say, rotten flesh, any rotten flesh that can go into the first 2 will, which means this silo fills up and the lights turn on. Any overflow ends up in this sorter. And then down this way, let's just throw some blocks. It doesn't technically matter what I put in there. Now the question is, did I actually sort out the redstone? Because that's not a very good example if I didn't. This one? Oh, I did it on that side. Okay. So any excess ends up being spat out and flowing into lava. Which I just kind of like the idea of seeing the excess being thrown away. It's a bit of a luxury to have excess gunpowder or rotten flesh just thrown into lava. Plus adds a little bit of lighting to the pathway and a bit of interest. Now the coloured pathway here is just because when you come out of the nether portal I want to have different colour exits, and so I have some theming. So you know which tunnel you're going down. And a little bit of red for the start helps, even if I'm not continuing it down the path. I can then add some more red in the distance, probably on the far wall. So that seemed like a sensible way of doing it. Problem is now I've got to build this, because it works. Oh, and of course, any excess or things that aren't supposed to be sorted should end up in these chests. Before I can start building, of course it's sensible to work out what drops I can get from the witch farms and the mob drops. From the generic mob farm. So we've got gunpowder, glowstone dust, redstone dust, sugar, rotten flesh, bones, spider eyes, string, sticks, slime, glass bottles, and arrows. Those are the ones that we'll get most of the time. We will of course occasionally get feathers and raw chicken. But it's incredibly occasional because it relies on spawning a chicken jockey, basically, which is very rare. So whether I want a slice for feathers and raw chicken or not, I don't know, because the overflow can just come in here. So let's go without. Let's get rid of those 2, which means we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 6 on each side. Nice and easy. Although, that's a lot of resources. And it's at times like this I realise how massive this build is, because I've worked out how far I need to go down the tunnel for my 6 silos on each side. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all I need. Just mirror that. But then I have all of this space over here going spare still. Which is fine. It just means space to build other things. And it means I don't have to travel all the way down the end of the tunnel to get whatever ends up at this end. Bones. We actually have room to start building. And I'm streaming later today. Let's see how far we get. Well, I was planning on just getting some stuff ready for a stream later. Popped into Iceland Queen's new shop. She's selling glowstone, but doesn't have a supply of them. So, business proposition. I suggested we split the price, or the profits down the middle. 16 glowstone for 1 diamond. Means that we can only split it every other sale, but that should do. I'm going to go grab some stock while she's using the XP farm. And of course, no trip to the Nether would be complete without having a friend trying to kill me. Who? I love the Nether. That looks really uncomfortable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, she found space. It's been about a week since the last clip. I had a long weekend over the bank holiday weekend where I visited some family. But either side of that trip, I did a little bit of work on stream and got a fair amount of progress done. We now have all of the silos in place. So, gunpowder and all the rest of it comes in and sits in its right chest. Overflow goes in here, which is just raw chicken and feathers as we expected. Now there's a little bit of a problem with my design, which we will look at once I land smoothly. Aha. Where the idea was the overflow for each module would go down and be disposed into lava. Unfortunately, what I failed to think of was the fact that this hopper will fill up before this one. And what I've done is one of each 3. So with gunpowder, in order for this one, which is the disposal hopper, to be filling up, these 2 would have to be backlogged first. So anything that goes in there is waste. I mirrored it to this side and did the same. Unfortunately, of course, this fills up first, which means everything, all my redstone dust, would end up in the lava at the bottom. So what I really need to do is change it round and have, I just took that one out. Could be some scaffolding. Sure, that'll do the scaffolding. We could have hopper feeding in like that. And then from the third one going around to here. Like so. Break those. And then this one just points into there. Which means I'm wasting a few hoppers, but then, of course, the first one that fills up will go down into the silo, which is good. So I can actually break this block so it's no longer locking this hopper. And repeat for the other 5 waste disposal units. I'd very much like to get this all finished. However, I have a lot of resources I need still. Despite it looking pretty much finished. Go away. I said, go away. Thank you. This side works, and yes, I'm currently unloading shulker boxes of sugar because I clear up space in shulkers. This side doesn't have any of the comparators, so none of the indicators work. Does mean that I need basically 1 comparator for every light, which, as you can see, is quite a few comparators. I don't think I have enough. And more importantly, I need to sort out this overflow protection, which requires digging down here. Let's go here and get round so I don't go into the water. Because this redstone, which is how I originally had it envisioned, requires redstone dust where that endstone is, which kind of causes an issue. So it needs to be redesigned slightly. Such as... Oh, I need pistons. Damn it. See, so a comparator reads off of there. Jump. Nope. Jump. Like that. Into a block. Another block down here. We'll have one redstone dust on top. With a piston beneath. There, pushing an observer. There. Let's go one. Break that block. One there. Which makes a fast ticking observer clock. In theory. Oh, other way around. Pistons acquired. And luckily I have plenty of slime. Which means, if I pop down here, we can break a hole in the floor to go back to where I was. Break that. Place one sticky piston. And then climb out of here. Oh, I suppose we could test it. That would be a good idea. So, what can I afford to lose? Direct. Oh. Yeah, that's a bit quick and... Oh. I spent ages going round and round in circles trying to figure this out, how to get it to work. I just had it and then I leaked water. Should be something like that. So if I put items in here, it starts a circuit. Yeah. So then it's just... Okay, we got it. Apparently I need a few repeaters though. I can repeat that for the others. That scared the life out of me. Hello. Oh. Oh. And sleep. Or set off a rocket. Now, are they still going to be down there, or will they've despawned? Oh, they're still down there. Oh no. Maybe not. Oh, interesting. Horse didn't despawn and die. I might keep this. Now, I did deviate from the design on stream where we changed these bits from being full blocks to stairs. I wasn't anticipating things to get stuck. So we I have to change those over. Ooh! What? When did... I didn't know we had mini blocks. Do I want them? Yes, I do. Oh, anyway, you could come with me? Okay, I'll come back. Although one problem is that he requires a block to get mini blocks. Ooh, free loot. What? Oh, okay, he's selling bubble crop. I'll take that anyway. But yeah, I do want as many of those as I can get. Let's have some polished diorite. I never thought I'd say that I wanted polished diorite. I don't think I have any use for these. However, it seems a waste not to grab it when I can. So I've grabbed them. And now I'm a little bit poor on emeralds and used up an ancient debris to get 8 mini ancient debris blocks. Which seems like a waste. But I'm not regretting it yet. I will do later, I'm sure. Just a couple of things to finish off, one of which is trying to land on this bit of wall. But that'll work, I suppose. And again, drop down to here, break block. And with replacing these bits of white wall, this wall is finally finished. That looks a bit tidier. Looked a bit silly with some white wall left. So there's that. And we need to replace these stairs. Because, yeah, that's a problem. Oh no! Not that one. Not that one. That one. Cover up the hole. No, I had to fix it. And we're done. Surprisingly enough. Oh, free gold. Free gold. Gold. That's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button as it really does help. Subscribe for more content. And hope to see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye. I was recently invited to a Twitch stream team by some incredible streamer friends. I joined, which makes me feel a little bit more professional. We're Team Sweaty Nerds. Go check them all out via the link in the description. You'll be glad you did. Oh, that wasn't 20 seconds. Stall. Potato.